Hello, the consumer society can go have lunch now. And look, I said it, I've been saying it for 2 weeks. Marvel started this idea of spinning things, of making teasers. Day comes, day goes, give us everything, let's make teasers. There are 4 different teasers, and every week a new one will play in theaters before Avatar. And we're going to use the audience, right? The monumental box office of Avatar to spread the news that the movie is back, and there will be 4 different teasers. It's going to be just like the variant covers we make, because the guy buys the same comic 4 times to get the covers, to collect the covers. It's going to be exactly the same. The guy's going to watch it 4 times. Avatar, just to be able to watch the trailer, to find out what's going to happen in Avengers and Doomsday, in Avengers and Doctor Doom. Wow, what a wonderful idea, boss. We'll have double the profit, we'll increase Avatar's box office, and boost the visibility of our movie. That's right, nobody, not a single soul at that table had the idea, had the guts to raise their hand and say, "Boss, it's going to leak. It's going to leak." It's impossible to put Avatar in hundreds of thousands of movie theaters and not have a single soul with a cell phone in hand. Boss, have you seen a teen in a movie theater? Have you seen how many cell phones are on? Taking pictures of the screen inside the theater, the guy taking selfies inside the theater, going live inside the theater. The world has changed. Charles, the world isn't the same anymore. It's going to leak. And then all the big reveals we have will be spread on the internet in terrible Nokia cell phone quality from 1998. Little Pele and blue graphite, just kidding, with little Pele, and it didn't even have a camera. But anyway, did you guys get the idea? Boss, don't do that, don't do that. Nobody did that, nobody said anything, right? Afraid of being fired or embarrassing his boss, he spoke up. It's brilliant, boss. This marketing idea is perfect. So what happened then? Didn't Avatar make huge box office money? Now it's struggling, barely reaching $1 billion, which used to be easy. Uh-oh. And everything leaked. First, Steve Rogers' teaser leaked. Before the scheduled time, we got the description, and hours later, the full video came out, the one for Thor. We got the description. Then the audio leaked, then the video leaked, and now the description for X-Men has leaked. Last night, this morning, everyone already has the video in their hands. And now I'm going to share it with you. And now I'm going to drop a spoiler here so you don't have to watch Avatar. So you don't have to pay $50 at the movies to see the 1-minute X-Men teaser. But what does the teaser say? So if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. You'll see Avatar later. It might not play, okay, because not all theaters are showing the X-Men teaser. No, maybe you'll see Steve Rogers. In fact, this one should come out, should be in next week. So, first, images of Professor Xavier's school, in the shadows, kind of with an abandoned, empty atmosphere, with empty places and all that. Then the sign of the school appears, gifted youngsters, Professor Xavier and all, and Magneto's voice in the background saying something like, "Look, we're all going to die one day." It doesn't matter how we're going to die, but who we'll be when we close our eyes. In other words, what will we leave behind? What legacy will we leave for the next generations? Which also has a lot to do with the situation of Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart themselves, who are coming back for the last time. We expect these characters, Magneto and Professor, who have been around for 25 years, to return. These characters have come back several times for unexpected returns. Ian McKellen last appeared in Days of Future Past. Patrick Stewart's last was Multiverse of Madness. He had already come back for the last time in Logan. And now they're coming back once again, talking about legacy, talking about what they're going to leave for the next generations. The X-Men will have a new setup following Secret War. So this speech has a duality, and it also shows that the X-Men are at a life or death moment. To say goodbye in style because a great threat is emerging. We imagine it's the name, the title of the movie, the author of the style. And then it cuts to a chessboard, a classic between the two characters, the Black King on the board. Standing up alone, already indicating that it's Magneto, the camera slides over to a figure in a chair. The chair isn't yellow or floating, it's the more vintage chair with an X on the wheel, and it moves up to Patrick Stew's face. He's wearing that jacket with the red symbol, the red X, the one that's in those leaks. And then he turns to Magneto and they shake hands and Magneto is there. Bearded, long-haired, he already has that Gandalf-like appearance. They smile at each other and say, "Let's go." Cut to the part that I think was the most exciting, which is Cyclops. James Marsden is the one with the dirty face. You can't tell if it's mud, blood, oil, with sentinels, the giant feet, the sentinels behind him, a lot. Comic book-like, actually confirming that leaked set, which has parts of sentinels scattered throughout the scene. And he takes off his visor, which he only does when he's really pissed off, right? When he doesn't want to filter his powers. And then he opens his eyes and shoots optic blasts everywhere because it's the ruby quartz visor that contains them, right? And it filters and focuses the concussive blasts. Yeah, and then he lets loose wearing the X-Men 97 suit, right? The X-Men one? The 90s suit with the yellow diagonal strap, red X, and black and red on the chest. With things that serve no real purpose, like that small leg or arm pocket, or not wearing underwear over pants. They removed the underwear from my bro's pants. Summers, but that's okay, right? We're talking about Marvel Studios here, and it's not very common for Marvel Studios heroes to have underwear over their pants, not even the ones who have underwear over their pants. In the comics, they have underwear over their pants. So, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in my opinion, it ends up fitting with the setting they're going to be in. And then we have Cyclops for the first time with his original comic book costume, because we had that Cyclops at the end of X-Men Apocalypse who appears. The costumes. Then they go back and use Grant Morrison's costumes in Dark Phoenix, but there was the diagonal sash, even though it was gray. It's similar, but now it's all comics. The only thing missing was the shorts if needed. I always say the key is context, especially considering the setting he's in. But that's what you have there, that's what you wanted, right? It's Cyclops, clearly. What a journey this guy has had, right? From the first suit he wore up until now. Like what happened with Wolverine, right? It took the guy 25 years to wear Wolverine's original yellow and blue suit. Same thing here, so Cyclops, in the middle of a battle with the Sentinels. I'm imagining here that the rumor, that leak about Dr. Doom controlling the Sentinels against the X-Men is real. It will happen. And there goes half the team, including the rumor going around that some X-Men have already died at the beginning of the movie. So from that universe, right? So Rogue, Storm, and Jean Grey aren't on that team because the characters would have died in that reality, so maybe Wolverine also bit the dust in that reality. These are the confirmed survivors, the X-Men who made it. They're currently in a crisis, right? That's common. The X-Men die repeatedly and always return. X-Men has always sold many comics. But that's already been leaked, so it leaked. Just search online quickly, you'll find it. In the end, the X-Men return in Doomsday. Little clock speak up machine. Now there will be a fourth teaser, which might be about another character returning, so there's a rumor saying it could be the Fantastic Four and the Wakanda crew. Or maybe a general teaser with actual footage from the movie, images revealing a little bit of the film, including the villain, titled Dr. Doom. So, what did you think? What are your impressions about this teaser? Write down here below. See you later, see you soon, see you in a bit. Bye. And that was another episode of 4 Things. The channel has at least 3 videos every day from Monday to Sunday. If you liked it, here are some more suggestions for you to watch. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell for new updates. Thank you very much. See you next time.